Welcome everybody to tonight's ball game, Spruce Creek versus Creekside at Creekside High School. And Creekside's coming in with a record of 14-8. Spruce Creek, I believe, is 18-5. And defensive lineup for Creekside got BB behind the plate, Colby on the mound, Russo at third, Romano at short, Martineau at second, Grant at first, Meisterhands in right, Kelly in center, Dahlman in left. And for the batting order for Spruce Creek, you have leading off center fielder number 3, Robinson, shortstop number 9, Mastro Morrow, playing second base number 2, Hurst, playing first base number 11, Weatherall, pitching number 5, Neely, right field is number 1, Dunlap, third base is number 15, Bentley, DHing tonight is number 16, Foster. In left field, number 4, Holtz. And behind the dish for Spruce Creek is number 19, Dickerman. So as Colby gets his warm-up tosses in, and we'll be right back. And here we get started. Leading off for Spruce Creek is the center fielder number 3, Robinson. And on deck is the shortstop number 9, Mastro Morrow. I think I pronounced that right. Might be wrong. And the first pitch from Colby is low and inside for a ball. Counts 1-0. The next pitch is fouled off, out of play. Strike 1, counts 1-1. Colby coming into the game with a .646 ERA. He has 68 strikeouts, throwing well. Next pitch is taken high and inside for a ball. Counts now 2-1. And the next pitch is foul, popped up. Could be out of play left side for strike 2. It counts 2-2. And here's the pitch, and that's taken the inside for a ball. Count is now full. And here's the payoff pitch, and that one's fouled off. Count remains full. I think they're waiting on the fastball. You got to throw them something soft and easy here. And there's a swing and a miss on the inside pitch for strike 3. That'll be the first out of the inning.
Stop number 9, Evan Romero.
So now coming to bat for Spruce Creek is the shortstop number 9, Mastro Morrow. Close enough? Okay. And the first pitch is outside for a ball. Counts 1-0. It'll be interesting to see tonight how the Creek, I've heard rumors that they can't hit soft pitching. So it'll be interesting to see what happens tonight. Colby's throwing well. And here's the next pitch. And that's a ground ball hit to the second baseman. Martineau gobbles it up and throws it to first for the second out of the inning. So now coming to bat for Creekside is the second baseman,
The
Dalton
2 now
Hurst.
brings up the second baseman, number 2, Dalton Hurst.
And that pitch hits him on the shoulder. So he goes down to first base on the hit by pitch. And now coming to bat will be the first baseman,
First baseman, number 11,
Weatherall.
Preston Weatherall.
I think 6'8". Yeah, Weatherall's tall. First baseman for Spruce Creek. And there's a first pitch is a curveball taken for a called strike. Count is 0-1 to the first baseman. And there's a quick snap throw over to first base. Runner gets in there safely. Counts 0-1. 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. And that pitch is outside. Runner stays. Counts now 1-1. Beautiful night here in Florida. Nice, comfortable 79 degrees. Runner stays. Ball. That pitch is taken low for a ball. Counts 2-1 now. Counts 2-1. 2 outs. Weatherall, the first baseman, up to bat. And there's a check swing that he went around for called strike 2. So it counts now 2-2 with 2 outs. Snap throw to first. Just checking on the runner. There's a Ooh, nice play, nice play. Weatherall hits a ground ball down the third base line, hits the bag. Russo's able to get the ball and make the throw across the diamond with the runner running for the third out of the inning. So the Creek goes away with no hits, 1 hit batter, no runs, no errors, and Creekside's coming to bat here in the bottom of the first inning. So as Creekside is coming to bat here in the bottom of the first, let's go over to the defensive lineup for the Creek. You got Dickerman behind the plate, Neely on the mound, Weatherall at first, Hurst at second, Mastro Morrow at shortstop, Bentley at third, Holton left, Robinson in center, and Dunlap in right. And the batting lineup for Creekside is Romano, the shortstop, number 2 leading off. Second baseman, number 5, Martineau, batting second. Batting third is the catcher, number 10, Brindle. The DH for Frida tonight is number 19, Carson McFarland. And batting fifth in left field is number 14, Brandon Dahlman. Batting sixth in right field, number 1, Seth Meisterhands. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 6, Gavin Grant. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 3, Rusamarov. And in center field, batting ninth, number 21, Andrew Kelly. And I'll be right back with you.
Shortstop, number 2.
Now coming
Chris
up for
Romano.
Creekside leading off is the shortstop, number 2, Chris Romano. On deck, number 5, second baseman, Ty Martineau. And the first pitch from Neely to Romano is a fly ball that gets by the right fielder. It's going to go all the way to the wall. The right fielder takes a dive for it, misses it, and Romano's going to have a stand-up leadoff triple to start the game for Creekside.
Coming to play for Creekside, the second baseman, number 5, Ty Martineau.
Now coming to bat for Creekside, the second baseman, number 5, Ty Martineau. Martineau is hitting .312. And on deck is the catcher, number 10, the Beepster. Great start to the game for Creekside. Leadoff triple. And his pitch to Martineau is taken for a called strike on the inside portion of the plate. Counts 0-1. Corners are in, middle's back. Outfield's playing kind of shallow straight up. Just hit it to the shortstop or the second baseman, and we will lead. That pitch is taken high and outside for a ball. It counts 1-1. Hit the ball to the second baseman or the shortstop, and Creekside will take the lead 1-0, hopefully. So Martineau's been swinging the bat really, really well lately. And Martineau hits a line drive, but it's not able to get to the outfield, and the second baseman makes the play for the first out of the
Well, one
inning.
down brings up the catcher, number 10, Bryce Brendel.
Now coming to bat for Creekside, the catcher, number 10, the Beepster. And on deck is the DH, number 19, Carson McFarland. Corners are still playing in, middle back, and outfield is a little bit deeper straight up. Oh, what can you do to help the team win? And that pitch is taken for a called strike, counts 0-1. Neely's got kind of a jerky delivery, so we'll see how we can adjust that. But it would be good to score a run here. That pitch is fouled off into the catcher's mitt for strike 2. Counts 0-2, 1 out, and Romano's at third on the leadoff triple. He's got to put the ball in play. There it is. Ooh, that's fair ball. Fair ball. Phoebe thought it was foul, but it was going to score the run, so he's going to be at first on the single. So Romano scores on the hit down the right field line. So Creekside takes the lead 1-0. Sorry for the call, folks. Running for the Beepster is number 7, Ezra Shields. So we got Carson McFarland's up to bat, the DH right now. On deck, number 14, the left fielder, Brandon Dahlman. And McFarland's swinging the bat really well right now, too. So that pitch is taken high and tight for a ball. Count is 1-0. And McFarland's hitting .286 right now, but he's got some pretty good extra base hits lately. So there's Neely's taking the stretch, comes set, and there's the pitch, and that was a late swing by McFarland for a swing and a miss. Count is 1-1. 1-1 with 1 out, and Shields is at first running for the Beepster. And there's a throw over to first to check on the runner, and Shields gets back in there safely. Next pitch is fouled off the end of the bat. It's a curveball, so now the count is 1-2 to McFarland. Put it in play. Put it in play, good things happen. And here's the pitch to McFarland. And that's a ground ball that's hit to the right side. Second baseman's able to get it and throw to second to get the lead runner. So that would be McFarland gets on first with a fielder's choice.
Left fielder number 14, Brandon Dahlman.
And hold on while I do my admin stuff. So now coming to bat with 2 outs for Creekside in the bottom of the first is the left fielder number 14, Dahlman. And on deck, the right fielder number 1, Meisterhands. So you got McFarland at first, 2 outs. Creekside leads 1-0. And that pitch is taken high and outside for a ball. Count is 1-0 or 1-0. O is not a number. And here's the next pitch, and that one's taken high for a ball. Count is 2-0 now. And here comes the next pitch to Dahlman, and that one's taken for a called strike. Count is 2-1. Got to hunt the fastball in this situation. And here's the next pitch, and that one's hit off the handle, up the middle. Shortstop comes in and makes the play for the 3rd out of the inning. So Creekside comes away with 2 hits, 1 run, no errors, and lead 1-0 after the first. And I'll be right back in a minute. Okay, so coming to bat for the Creek,
the top of the second for the Hawks.
For
the pitcher
is
number 5, Brandon Neely.
Pitcher number 5, Neely, and you got Dunlap and Bentley. And here's the first pitch from Frida, and that is going to be a foul ball for 0-1. Outfield playing pretty much straight away. Center fielder slightly to the right field, and that next pitch is taken outside for a ball. Counts 1-1. And there's the next pitch that's taken outside for a ball. Count is 2-1. But Neely puts the ball in play. Russo makes a great play in the hole, but as he gets up to make the throw, drops it. So the infield hit for the pitcher, Neely.
Coming to run number 13, Trent Vidawa.
So now coming to bat for the Creek is the right fielder, Dunlap. Running for the Creek is that without? Oh, okay, got it. Is Gadawa, and that first pitch is taken for a ball outside. So it counts 1-0. And that pitch is taken for a called strike on the outside corner. The count is 1-1. So we got the runner at first, who got on with pitcher Neely. Hit the ball in the 5-6 hole. Russo made a great play, unable to make the throw. And Goodall was at first running for him. And there's a hit, and it's deep. And it's going to go over the left fielder's head. 1-2 hop the fence. And Dunlap stops at second on a stand-up double. So the Creeks got runners at second and third with no outs.
At the plate for the Hawks, the third baseman, number 15, Luke Bentley.
So now coming to bat is the third baseman, number 15, Bentley. Left field's a killer here. Sun getting ready, starting to go down. Comes a big factor. So we got the corners in, middle's back. Here's the first pitch is a called strike. Curveball counts 0-1 to Bentley. So we'll see if Spruce Creek tries to squeeze here. And nope, they don't. And that pitch is taken low and inside for a ball. Counts 1-1. Strikeout, pop out, ground out would be great right here. Counts 1-1. Here comes the next pitch from Frida. And that pitch is caught by Meisterhands in right field on the dive. And the runners cannot advance for the first out of the inning. Awesome play.
With one down, brings up the DH number 16, Rhett Foster.
So now coming to bat is the DH number 16, Foster. So we got runners second and third. One out. And here's the pitch, and that's a swing and a miss for strike one. Counts 0-1. So counts 0-1 to Foster. Middle's back, corners in, outfield playing straight up. And here's the next pitch, and there's a squeeze. And there was a squeeze. And Colby had a little trouble getting the ball out of his glove. So Creek scores one on the squeeze. And Foster goes to first on the fielder's choice. So now the score is now 1-1. And now coming to bat is the left fielder, number 4, Holtz. So here's the next pitch from Frida is outside and low for a ball. Counts 1-0.
Goes this way, lights go this way, arm goes this way. Okay.
And the next pitch is taken low and outside for a ball. Counts 2-0. So the score is 1-1, top of second. Runners at first and third, one out. Holtz is up to bat. And we'll see if the Creek is going to try to run a play, squeeze, safety squeeze. And there's the next pitch. That's taken for a called strike. Count is now 2-1. There's the squeeze, and that pitch is fouled off. So now it counts 2-2.
Like we're watching major road construction on these bonds barricades.
Okay, so we got 2-2. Runners first and third, one out. Here in the top of the second, the score is 1-1. And here's a pitch, and there's a hit and run going, and that one pitch is fouled off. Count remains 2-2. And here's a pitch, and that pitch is a curveball fouled off on the right side. And Holt stays alive. Here's a pitch, another foul ball. Count remains 2-2 with one out. Runners first and third. And that pitch is taken high for a ball. Count is now full. And that pitch is popped up. And BB makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The two in the wagon brings up the leadoff hitter for the Hawks, the center fielder number 3, Corey Robinson.
So runners stay at first and third. Now coming up to bat is the leadoff hitter number 3, Robinson. And Robinson is 0 for 1 with a strikeout his first time at bat. Here's a pitch, and that's a swing and a miss for strike one. John was 0-1. Yeah, he didn't look too good on that pitch. As they say, his heart was in it, but his booty was way out. Snap throw to first to check on the runner, get back in there safely. So score is 1-1. Got runners at first and third, two outs. Counts 0-1 to the leadoff hitter Robinson. And here's the next pitch from Colby, and that one's taken high for a ball. Count is now even at 1-1. Runners take their lead, and here's the next pitch, and that curveball missed inside for a ball. Count is 2-1. And that pitch is hit high and out to right field, and Meisterhands comes in and makes the catch. So Creekside gets out of the inning. Creek scores 1 run on 1 hit and tied up 1-1. Leading off for Creekside in the bottom of the second inning is the right fielder, number 1, Meisterhands. And that first pitch is taken low and outside for a ball. Count is 1-0. And Meisterhands hits it down the left field line, and he's going to go to second on a double. So Meisterhands leads off with a double down the left field line.
Play for Creekside, the first baseman, number 6, Gavin Grant.
Now coming to bat is the first baseman, number 6, Gavin Grant. Grant is hitting, you know what, I ain't even going to say what the stats are because last time I did that, we didn't do too well. So Grant is hitting. So we got Meisterhands at second on the leadoff double. Grant up the bat, and Grant puts down the bunt. Beautiful bunt down the third base line, and he's going to be safe on the infield single. Meisterhands moves to third. So Creekside now has runners at first and third with the Russo coming to bat for Creekside. So Grant takes a dive in the dirt, and now got the Russo up the bat. Meisterhands at third, Grant at first. No outs, bottom of second. Third baseman is playing even with the bag. Middle's back. Outfield's playing straight up. Grant takes his lead at first, and at some point, and Russo does not square, I'm sorry, and he takes that first pitch outside for a ball. Counts 1-0. So, see what we got going here. And Russo fouls that one out straight back against the fence. So it counts 1-1. So Russo needs to stay short here on a swing, put the ball in play, score that run from third, and just put the ball in play. That's all we need. Put the ball in play. So Grant takes his lead at first. Meister hands at third. Counts 1-1. And Neely finally throws to first to check on the runner and gets back on the mound. Here's a pitch, and that's a ground ball. Could be two, but it's going to score the run. So Creekside takes the lead 2-1 on Russo's ground ball. Help the team win. Help the team win.
With two now brings up the center fielder number 21, Andrew
So
Kelly.
now coming to bat for Creekside is the center fielder number 21, Kelly. So the bases are clear. Kelly's up to bat. And that first pitch is taken high and outside for a ball. Count is 1-0. And on deck is the leadoff hitter, Romano. And there's a bunt, and that's going to be safe at first on the infield single bunt. Awesome bunt. Awesome bunt.
Taking the play for your Knights, the leadoff hitter and shortstop number 2, Chris Romano.
Now coming to bat for Creekside here in the bottom of the second is Romano, the leadoff hitter. He's 1-for-1 with a leadoff triple for Creekside in the bottom of the first inning. So Creekside so far is executing very, very well, putting the ball in play and doing a job. So let's see if Romano can keep it going here. And that pitch is taken on the outside corner for a called strike. Looked like a changeup. And here's the pitch to Romano off the hands for a foul. Counts 0-2. So it counts 0-2, 2 outs. And there goes Kelly. And there's a swinging bunt. And Romano's going to be safe at first. Kelly gets back in a second. So there's another infield hit for
Taking the play
Creekside.
for your Knights, the second baseman number 5, Ty Martineau.
So now coming to bat is number 5, the second baseman, Martineau, as the Creeks coach heads out to the mound for a visit. And I'll be right back. All right, so Martineau's up to bat. We got runners at first and second with Kelly and Romano. Score is 2-1 Creekside. Bottom of second, 2 outs. And here's the first pitch is taken on the outside corner for a called strike, 0-1. You know what would be good right here would be a good drag bunt. Look where the first baseman is playing 5 steps behind the bag. And if Martineau can get past the pitcher, it would be awesome. So, but there's a called strike for strike 2. So that takes that play out of the equation. So Martineau, pretty pesky 2-strike hitter here. And so the count's 0-2. Martineau, pesky 2-strike hitter. And here comes the pitch. And that ball's in the dirt. Gets by the catcher. Kelly kind of delayed, waiting to see where the ball is. Romano went down to second. So we got runners now at second and third on the wild pitch. And that pitch is fouled off. Count remains 1-2. And on deck is the catcher, number 10, the Beefster. And that pitch is taken high and outside for a ball. Count is now 2-2. 2-2 to Martineau, who's 0 for 1 with a line out to the second baseman his first time at bat. Here's a pitch, and Martineau hits that one right back to the pitcher, who takes a couple steps and flips over to the first baseman for third out. So Creekside gets 3 hits, scores 1 run, and lead 2-1 after 2. So now coming to bat, leading off for the Creek here in the top of the third, the shortstop, Mastro Morrow. And the first pitch is fouled out of play the right side for count 0-1. And the shortstop is 0 for 1. His first at bat, he grounded out to the second baseman, Martineau. Here's the next pitch, and that one's taken inside and low, it appears, for a ball. Count is 1-1. Frida up to 42 pitches here in the top of the third. See if we can't get out of this inning with some. That pitch is hit to the third baseman, and it goes through the wickets for an error. So the shortstop is on first.
And the play for the Hawks, the second baseman, number 2, Dalton Hurst.
Play like that is a high chopper. You either got to go, come in and get it, or stay back, and can't get in between on that one. So now coming to bat for the Creek is the second baseman, Hurst, who's 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch the first time. Took one off the shoulder. Really crowds the plate. So That first pitch is taken high and outside for a ball. Counts 1-0. Absolutely incredible play. Hurst hits it to the second baseman. Martineau makes a sliding catch, throws to Romano at second to get the lead runner. Romano completes a double play. Awesome play. Awesome play. Now coming to bat for Creekside for Spruce Creek is number 11, the first baseman, Weatherall. And he is 0 for 1. In his first time at bat, he grounded out to the third baseman. That one ricocheted off the bag, and Russo was able to make the catch. So first pitch to Weatherall is outside for a ball. So here's the next pitch, and there's a called strike curveball on the outside portion. Evens the count at 1-1. I think he's starting to get that curveball working. I think he's starting to break loose a little bit. And there's a swing and a miss on a high fastball for the second strike. Counts now 1-2 with 2 outs. Colby gets that arm loose. Katie bar the door because it's going to be on. And here comes the next pitch, and that's a curveball that missed low. Great pitch, though. Great pitch. Count evens up at 2-2 with 2 outs. Now you got to elevate here, I think. Elevate with a fastball. And there's a swing and a miss with a ball in the dirt. BB tags him out for the third out of the inning. So Spruce Creek gets on with an error nullified by the ground ball double play and a strikeout to end the inning. Creekside leads 2-1 after the top of the third. So leading off for Creekside here in the bottom of the third, the BB Beepster, who is 1 for 1 with a single down the right field line past the first baseman, went over the bag, and that was also the first RBI of the game because Romano came and scored from third on that after leading off with a triple. On deck is the DH, number 19, Carson McFarland. And that first pitch is a curveball taken outside in the dirt for a ball. Count is 1-0. So Creekside leads 2-1 here in the bottom of the third. And BB is up to bat. And I was wondering when they're going to start calling time because Neely, he takes forever. And BB hits a ball. Third baseman makes a diving catch, throws the first for the out. BB hit it well. Third baseman made a great play, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
DH number 19, Carson McFarland.
Just keep swinging it like that, BB. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. So now coming to bat is the DH number 19, McFarland, who is 0 for 1, I think, and he got on with a fielder's choice. And on deck is the left fielder number 14, Dahlman. First pitch is a curveball taken for a called strike 1. Count is 0-1. Second pitch, and McFarland hits a high chopper up the middle. Shortstop comes over, makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The 2 down brings up the left fielder number 14, Brandon Dahlman.
Now coming to bat is the left fielder number 14, Dahlman. He was sawed off his first time at bat. Hit a slow roller up the middle. Shortstop came across and made the play. And on deck is the right fielder, number 1, Meisterhands. And Dahlman takes his first pitch for a called strike fastball. Count is 0-1. The next pitch, that one's taken on the outside corner for a called strike 0-2. So curveball and a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Creekside goes 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, and lead 2-1 after 3. And we'll be back in a second. So for Creekside, coming to bat in the top of the fourth is Neely, Dunlap, Bentley. And Neely had an infield hit his first time at bat in the 5-6 hole. So the score is 2-1 here in the top of the fourth. Frida on the mound, throwing well, starting to get loosened up. And that first pitch to Neely is fouled out of play over to the softball game for strike 1. The count is 0-1. Next pitch is a curveball that misses outside for a ball. Count is 1-1. And that pitch is fouled out of play to the right side as well. I don't think it's going to make the softball field, but I don't tell. So now it counts 1-2 to Neely. And there's a fastball that misses outside for a ball. Count is now 2-2. Got to throw the hook here. There's a swing and a miss. Gets by BB. BB picks it up and makes the throw to first to complete the out for the first out of the inning. Good recovery. Good recovery.
With one away, brings up the right fielder number 1, Chase Dunlap.
Now coming to bat is the right fielder number 1, Dunlap. Dunlap is 1 for 1 with a double over the left fielder's head, Dahlman. I think the sun had a little bit to play in that as well, but he hit the ball well. So, and the first pitch is a called strike curveball. Count is 0-1. Throw it all night long. Throw the hook. And here's the next pitch, and that pitch is taken low for a ball. Fastball. Count is even at 1-1. Here's the next pitch from Frida, and that pitch is fouled off to the softball field. Count is 1-2. Throw him the heater, Ricky. I don't know. I might come back with another hook right here too. So, and there it is. And that ball is foul. Foul ball. Count remains 1-2. That was a curveball. So counts 1-2, 1 out. Here's Frida's pitch, and that's a pop-up off a curveball. Martineau comes in and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The 2 down brings up the third baseman.
So now coming to bat with 2
Bentley.
outs for the Creek is the third baseman, number 15, Bentley. Bentley's 0 for 1. His first time at bat was a fly out to the right fielder, Meisterhands. And the first pitch to Bentley is taken outside for a ball. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is swing and a miss for strike 1. Count is 1-1. Big question tonight if Frieda keeps pitching the way he's pitching, getting ahead in the count now, is how long you got to let him go. Oh. And there's a curveball hit back to the pitcher. Frieda picks it up, takes 2 steps, flips it first to end the inning. So the Creek goes down 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Creekside leads 2-1. Leading off for Creekside here in the the bottom of the fourth is the right fielder, number 1, Seth Meisterhands. On deck is the number 6, the first baseman, Gavin Grant. Meisterhands 1-for-1 with a leadoff double. First pitch to him is taking a curveball for a called strike 1. The count is 0-1. Just need to stay short, put the ball in play, and have some fun. And that ball is another curveball in the dirt for a ball. Count is 1-1. Hunt the fastball. Hunt the fastball. Rolled over on a curveball and to the shortstop, who makes the play for the first out of the inning. Well, I thought they were going to call fastball, and they came back with a third hook there to get Seth on the ground ball. So now coming to bat is the first baseman, number 6, Grant. Grant's 1-for-1 with a bunt single his first time at bat, and on deck is number 3, Russo. And there's a swing and a miss on a fastball. It had some pretty good tailing action. Counts 0-1. And that ball is a 50-footer in the dirt back to the screen for a ball. Count is 1-1. And the next pitch is taken outside for a ball. Count is 2-1. 2-1 to Grant. Here in the bottom of the fourth, Creekside leading 2-1. The next pitch, Grant hits a ground ball. Shortstop gets a charity hop, throws it to first for the second out of the inning. So now coming to bat is Russo, who is 0-for-1. He grounded out in a double play his first time at bat. However, he did score Meisterhands from third for the RBI. For Creekside to take the lead 2-1. And on deck is the center fielder, number 21, Kelly. And Russo hits a ground ball back to the pitcher, takes 3 steps, flips it to first for the out. So Creekside goes 3 up, 3 down, still lead 2-1 after 4. So here we are in the top of the 5th. Frida back on the mound. And up to bat for the Creek is Foster, the DH, who is 0-for-1, got on with a fielder's choice. And the count is 2-0. And their pitch is fouled off for a foul ball. Counts 2-1. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Count is 2-2. Frida at 67 pitches through 4. And there's a swing and a miss on a curveball in the dirt, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So now coming to bat for the Creek is the left fielder, number 4, Holtz, who is 0 for 1. And he popped out to the catcher in foul territory his first time at bat. Holtz, the number 9 hitter. First pitch is a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Second pitch from Frida is a curveball for strike 2. Holtz squared around a bunt, pulled it back. It was still a strike. So the count is now 0-2 with 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. And here is a hit by pitch. So Holtz will go down to first base on an HBP. And now coming up will be the leadoff hitter, Robinson, who is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout to the right fielder. So Creekside looking for a ground ball double play here to get out of the inning. And so Holtz is at first on that hit by pitch. And squares around a bunt, makes the attempt for a swing and a miss called strike, 0-1. The coach was questioning whether he pulled it back or not, but from up here it looked like he clearly committed himself to it, and I don't think he was expecting the curveball first pitch either, and he missed it. And that pitch is in the dirt, and BB blocks it well. Runner's unable to advance, so now it counts 1-1. Runner does not have a big lead at first, and there's a pitch taken inside for a ball. Count is 2-1 now. Look for 74 pitches. Look for a hit and run here, I bet. Runner not taking a big lead at first, and he did not. And there's a called strike right down Broadway. Counts 2-2. 2-2 on the count. Snap throw to first. Runner gets back in there. And there goes the runner, and there's a ball hit right to the shortstop who was coming over to cover for a double play. Couldn't have happened any better. So the Creek goes kind of 3 up, 3 down, and no runs, no hits, no errors, and Creekside leads after the top of 5, 2-1. All right, here we go. Leading off the bottom of the 5th inning for Creekside, the center fielder number 21, Kelly. Kelly's 1 for 1 with a bunt base hit his first time at bat. Third baseman is playing one step off the grass. First baseman is playing back. Middle's back. And Kelly fouls off the first pitch out of play. Counts 0-1. On deck is shortstop number 2, Romano. And that pitch is taken inside for a ball. Count is 1-1. And that pitch is in the dirt outside back to the fence for a ball. Count is 2-1. Nearly at 50 pitches. And there's a ball 3 in the dirt. Low fastball. Counts now 3-1. And there's another pitch low. So that'll be a leadoff walk for Kelly. And now coming to bat is Romano.
Looking off hitter and shortstop, number 2, Chris.
Romano's 2 for 2 in the game with a leadoff triple of the game for Creekside and a ground bunt base hit. Throw over to first to check on the runner. Kelly gets back in there safely. So let's see if Creekside can't get something going here. And Romano hits that one. A pop fly that's going to fall in there for a base hit to center field. So now Creekside has runners at first and second with no outs. Romano's 3 for 3. So now up to bat for Creekside is the second baseman, number 5, Martineau. Martineau hit a line drive to the second baseman and a comebacker to the pitcher his 2 times at bat. It's already been pointed. And that pitch is taken outside for a ball. The Creek trying to run the wheel play. And I can't see down there what the. Just don't bunt it down the first baseline. Make the third baseman get it and make the throw. And that was a beautiful bunt. And the pitcher throws it away. The first baseman goes off the top of his glove. So Kelly's going to score. Romano's going to score. And Martineau ends up a second on the air by the first baseman. Creekside takes the bigger lead now, 4-1. Martineau's at second. Coming to bat is number 10, Phoebe. He's 6'9". It was the second baseman? Oh yeah, they were running the wheel play. That's right. I'm sorry. So Biggie lays down a bunt to get The third base, Martineau to third. Great sack bunt. So BB does his job, helps the team win, and Martineau goes to third on the sack bunt. Now coming to bat is the DH number 19, McFarland. Beautiful bunt. That was a tough bunt, too, because it was low and inside, but BB got it in play. So now, like I said, up the bat is the DH, Carson McFarland, who's 0 for 2. On deck is number 14, the left fielder, Dahlman. And Creek's got the infield playing in. And McFarland hits a single back up the middle. Will score Martineau, and Creekside takes a lead of now 5-1. McFarland at first on the single up the middle. Now coming to bat, number 14, Brandon Dahlman.
And around number 20, Alex Calabro.
So now running for number
14,
McFarland
Brandon
is
Dolman.
number 20, Calabro. Creekside leads 5-1, 1 out. On deck, Meisterhands. Calabro at first taking the lead, running for McFarland. Dolman up the bat. There goes Calabro. There goes hit and run. And Dolman takes it off the hands again. Hits it back to the pitcher. So the runner is safe at second. Stand by, I'll get right back to you. So up the bat now for Creekside, the right fielder, number 1, Meisterhands. On deck, number 6, the first baseman, Grant. Creekside takes the lead of 5-1. And here's the first pitch, and that's taken high for a ball. Count is 1-0 to Meisterhands. He's 1 for 2 with a double and a ground out to the shortstop. Huge hole in the 3-4 hole. Huge hole in the 5-6 hole as well. They try to run a pick with the shortstop to second. Unable to do so. Pitcher steps off. Oh, you stay nice and short and sweet, straight to the baseball. And that pitch is taken on the outside corner for a called strike. 1-1 the count. Count 1-1 to Meisterhands. And here's the pitch eventually from Neely, and that pitch is taken high for a ball. Count is 2-1. Neely now up to 61 pitches, 14 this inning. And that pitch is taken high for a ball. Count is now 3-1 with Grant on deck to Meisterhands. Hunt the fastball right here. Hunt it and take it for a ride. Choo, choo, choo. And here's the pitch. And that one's taken inside for a ball. So Meisterhands goes to first on the base on ball. Now coming to bat with 2 outs is number 6, the first baseman, Grant.
At the plate, the first baseman, number 6, Gavin Grant.
So Creekside's got runners at first and second, 2 outs. And Grant up to bat, who is 1 for 2 with a bunt base hit and a ground out to the shortstop. And that ball's slow roller hit to the shortstop. Grant's going to get on base with another infield hit. Creekside loads the bases. Now coming to bat is the third baseman, number 3, Austin Rusamarov. Hold on while I get my stuff together here. Russo is 0 for 2. He grounded out last time to the pitcher. So that pitch is a curveball taken outside for a ball. Count is 1-0. You got to sit straight fastball here. Straight fastball here. And there's going to be a ground ball hit to the second baseman who throws the first for the out. So Creekside scores 3 on 1 error, 2 hits, 1 base on ball to lead after 5-1. Okay, so here we are in the top of the 6th. Coming to bat for the Creek is the shortstop, number 9, Mastro Morrow. I think that's about as close as I'm going to get tonight on that pronunciation. So Freya back on the mound. He's got 76 pitches through 5. And his first pitch is a ball outside curveball. And that pitch was a ball that's another ball outside, high and outside. Counts 3-0. So the shortstop walks on 4 straight balls. Colby's now at 80 pitches.
Turning the plate, the second baseman, number 2,
So now coming to bat is the second baseman, Hurst, who is 0 for 1 with he got hit his first time at bat, and he grounded into a double play to the second baseman. And the pitch from Colby is a curveball inside for a ball. Count is 1-0. That's 5 straight. And the pitching coach is on his way out for a visit. Okay, so after the visit with Coach Brad, we're back to playing. So we got the shortstop at first on the base on ball. Second baseman up to bat, counts 1-0. And that next pitch is taken low for a ball. And looks like we're going to start getting some action in the pen for Creekside as Caleb Meisterhands heads down to the pen. And that pitch is taken for a called strike on the outside corner. So the count's 2-1. So I think you got to go with something. If you have to pull Kobe, you got to go something with a different angle, different look. So rumor I heard they can't hit the junk. That pitch misses inside for a ball. Count is 3-1. So it counts 3-1. Runner at first to the second baseman. Here's a pitch, and that pitch is taken for a called strike. Count is now full. Strikeout here would be huge. And there's a pop fly hit out to short left field. Dahlman comes in, makes the sliding catch for the out. That was good. They needed an out there regardless of how it came.
With one down, brings up the first baseman, number 11, Preston Witherall.
Now coming to bat for the Creek is the first baseman, Weatherall, who is 0 for 2 with, I believe, a strikeout and a ground out to the third baseman. So you still got the shortstop, Mastromaro, at first. And there's a called strike fastball. Kobe gets ahead 0-1. Pitch count at 87. And there's a curveball that misses outside for a ball. Counts 1-1. So we get Kobe to finish this inning. Shouldn't, though. Nice pick over there on a snap throw from Kobe or Grant. Check on the runner. It's a good pick. Here's a pitch, and that missed somewhere. Counts 2-1. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Counts 2-2 now. Runner. So there's 2 outs in the inning. Now coming to bat is the pitcher, Neely, who's 1 for 2 with a hit in the hole and a strikeout. And the first pitch is taken low and outside for a ball. And that pitch is taken for a called strike on the outside corner, even to count at 1-1 with 2 outs. So Meisterhands is ready in the pen. Frida at 93 pitches. And here's the next pitch. That's taken for a called strike on the outside corner. Now 1-2.